Hey guys, what's going on? I'm finally coming back with another video. I apologize for, the lack of videos. With the holidays and everything, filming the instant reactions has been difficult. I don't think I've filmed one in 2 or 3 games just because, going to different people's houses, going to different holiday events. I'm not just going to be like, hey fam, let's leave now so I can go film a YouTube video. That probably wouldn't fly, so I didn't even say it, but that's why there just really hasn't been instant reactions and stuff. The Giants season is over now, but as you can tell by the title of this video, there is still news we need to talk about, and that is the Giants have fired Pat Shurmur. Black Monday, when these coaches are fired. I mean, Freddie Kitchens was fired Sunday. They didn't even wait till Monday. I'm a little surprised it happened so fast. It was like 9 a.m. on the East Coast it happened, and I was like, oh no. I got it as I was waiting in line for coffee, and I was like, oh no, I have to go to work all day, and I know this video isn't going to be instant at all. It's going to be so late. So here we are at it's probably like 8 o'clock. It's probably past 8 o'clock right now on the East Coast, and yeah, almost 12 hours late, and I apologize for that, but you can't just ditch work to make a YouTube video. They did keep Dave Gettleman though, so I'm going to be getting into that. And yeah, so first thoughts, I don't know if I made this very clear on the channel, I don't know how much I talked about it, but I did want them to move on from Pat Shurmur personally. I felt like they needed to make a change. There were questionable calls, like play calls and just like time management calls just throughout the season. Yes, the roster wasn't great, and some of that falls on Dave Gettleman, but just coaching calls, just play call and time management, things like that, things like I just said, that are just on the coach, not even talking about the players on the field, just decision making wasn't great by Pat Shurmur this year. So that's one of the reasons I felt he should have been fired. Dave Gettleman was someone I wasn't as, I didn't have a strong opinion on him getting fired or not. I actually don't mind that they kept him, because think about it. Okay, yeah, that defense really was bad this year. They didn't have playmakers, and he didn't do a good job with that defense, right? I'll give you that. I know a lot of people did want Gettleman fired as well, but yes, I'll give you the defense thing. I know a lot of people are bringing that up. But he did draft Daniel Jones, who's looking like he is going to be a good NFL quarterback. I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves here with Daniel Jones, hyping him up too much, but you can definitely say he did have a good rookie season. Drafting Darius Slayton in the 5th round. Some of those young defensive players that he drafted look like they might pan out, like Dexter Lawrence. And then you got, DeAndre Baker, who struggled in the beginning of the year. I'm sorry if my bracelets are really loud. But who struggled in the beginning of the year, but has been improving and coming along and has a lot of potential, I still believe. So those are just some players that I think he did do a good job drafting. I think overall, this year's draft, I don't think it's going to be a huge disappointment. I think he did a good job with it. The Odell Beckham Jr. trade was had a lot of criticism. He got a lot of criticism for that. But, I mean, looking at it now, having Odell Beckham Jr. there this season, I don't think it wouldn't make this team any better. Yeah, he didn't play great in Cleveland, and yeah, that's probably in part due to Baker Mayfield and Freddie Kitchens and everything that was going on in Cleveland, because, which is just the Cleveland Browns. But that trade, it doesn't look as terrible right now, you know what I mean, as it did in the beginning of the season. People were really criticizing him about it. The criticism about that, it's really quieted down. So them keeping Dave Gettleman, I'm not freaking out about, I'm not upset about, but with this coaching hire is going to be the question mark, because he hired Pat Shurmur, so now they're going to have to go hire another coach with this GM. They're going to have to trust him after, the last head coach had a 2-year stint. So John Mara, Steve Tisch, they're, I guess, putting their trust in Dave Gettleman. I think both the owners are going to be, very, active this offseason, making sure this coaching decision is correct and right. Personally, I think Matt Rule would be a good choice from Baylor. We'll see what happens. That's for another video. I'll probably do a more in-depth video on all of that in another video, because it looks like they're going to interview a lot of people. But this is honestly probably, I want to say, Gettleman's last chance. Next season has to be better. The coaching choice has to look like a good choice, because they did keep him while letting Shurmur go. So I mean, it's gonna be a big season next season. Daniel Jones is gonna have to look like he progressed since his rookie year. He's going to have to look like he can really be a star in the NFL, and that he was worthy of that number 6 overall pick. And I think he has, been worthy of that. I think he's shown he should have gone number 6 overall. I'm not criticizing Daniel Jones at all. But for Dave Gettleman's sake, Daniel Jones has to ball out next year. Alright guys, that's all I got for this video. Let me know down below what you think of the Giants keeping Dave Gettleman but firing Pat Shurmur. And yeah, that's it. Peace out.